Good morning and welcome to Act Locally Live with Act Locally Waco and Rogue Media Network. I'm your host, Elizabeth Riley. It is 7:30 in the morning, bright and early, high above the great city of Waco, Texas. You know what? Today is October 29th. It is Wednesday, meaning we are going to cover a ton of community spotlights, going to go over what happened in Waco this weekend, look ahead for the rest of the week. We are going to highlight some art, books, albums, movies, all of the things created by Central Texans, as well as nonprofits in our area, how they came to be, how they help, all of the ways that you can get involved. And that's also just leads into how you can reset your mind, soul, and body, getting outside, finding peaceful hobbies, relying on helpful communities, and just volunteering your time, attending free community events, all in our area. First and foremost, shout out to the beautiful artwork behind us, so graciously donated by Debbie Miller out of Corsicana. You can purchase these. They are for sale. You can find her on Instagram at Debbie Rose Miller, or you can find her online studio at debbiemillerstudio.com. So be sure to subscribe here on YouTube at Act Locally Live. And turn on those notifications. Yeah, so you can catch us live every single time, because you never know when we're going to be coming at you. We also have some jumping shows. If you don't know, I'm over at the Backyard live with the Zach Owen Show, where I bring you Nashville Music City news and some more Waco segments. I'm also on the Ann Harder Show, where I bring you some more Waco news. So we, as Act Locally Waco, are on Instagram, Facebook, Substack, TikTok, all of the socials that are important at Act Locally Waco. We also have a website, www.actlocallywaco.org. You can read some of my work on the Act Locally Waco blog, which is probably a bit more informative and coherent and concise than this early morning rambling, but you go read it, double check, and let me know after I fill you in on all the things that have happened. We have a weekly newsletter known as the Whole Enchilada that you can subscribe to from our website, where it automatically sends you a list of events happening and some more commentary from yours truly. So we are going to hear from a few of our sponsors, take a quick break, and then we are going to get into everything that has been going on in and around Waco that you need to be caught up on. So stick around.
Circulon C1 Series Clad with Scratch Defense Non-Stick. Maximize cooking, minimize cleaning. Discover the unmatched durability and elegance scratch-free, worry-free, forever.
But boy, it looked effortless.
Man, watch this.
Layups, floaters, threes. He was like an unsolvable equation.
I was born like this.
His resilience, his strength, his belief, adversity never stood a chance.
Know your power.
Apollo Neuro is a new kind of wearable that helps your body recover from stress, that helps you calm down and feel better. You sleep better, and you can get back to being yourself. Learn more at apolloneuro.com.
VivoSun's mission is to empower growers with stylish and effective products, making indoor growing accessible and enjoyable for everyone. Visit vivosun.com today and get started making growing plants and vegetables easy and automatic.
The U-Like Air 3, launched in 2023, ushers in a new era of sapphire ice cooling technology, offering nearly painless hair reduction in just 3 weeks. That's ulike.com. U-Like.
Our professionals are not only experts in managing urgent concerns, but also in providing top-notch preventative health care. We're proud to connect pet owners to a vast network of licensed veterinary professionals, ready to address any immediate concerns. Book your first appointment today.
Welcome back to Act Locally Live. I'm Elizabeth Riley, and we are going to get into all of the things that have been happening in and around Waco that you need to hear about. First and foremost, courtesy of KWTX, AT&T and Human IT gave away 65 laptops to Waco students last Wednesday afternoon in a partnership with Transformation Waco. The laptop distribution event for pre-selected students was designed to help bridge the digital divide in our own community. So this event is part of AT&T's commitment to help get 25 million people connected by 2030. And the company has distributed more than 23,000 computers to Texas students and families since 2021 alone. And you know what? This may be adding to the boost in the Texas enrollment. According to Texas Tribune, student enrollment at Texas colleges has reached an all-time high of 1.6 million this fall, as found from a preliminary analysis published by the Texas Higher Education Coordinating Board. These numbers cover undergraduate, graduate, professional programs, all of the students enrolled at the state's public and private higher education institutions. So enrollment across the board has increased 4.7% compared to fall of 2024, and private institutions like Baylor University saw the largest jump at 6.7%. This total number has surpassed pre-pandemic numbers in each sector, being health, professional, public, and private, of higher education for the first time. Texas has had about 1.5 million students enrolled in fall of 2019, and that number dropped to 1.49 million by fall of 2021 due to disruptions like COVID. And then higher education institutions have just been trying to steadily recover since, and enrollment is looking far better in Texas. Speaking of higher education institutions, Baylor University and Cordia have entered into a pre-development agreement, a PDA, to develop a solution to modernize the university's energy system, delivering reliable, cost-efficient, sustainable energy for the 1,000-acre campus that is in Waco, Texas. Under the PDA, Baylor and Cordia will define the details of a long-term partnership in which Cordia will be responsible for the design, build, finance, and operations of a new central utility plant. The thermal distribution network that is going to replace Baylor's current energy complex, which has been the center of energy at Baylor since 1962. So this strategic investment will provide a strong foundation for Baylor's future growth, and it aligns with the university's sustainability and resilience goals. So the new CPU will feature high energy efficiency, chillers, hot water boilers. It'll be supported by modern distribution network of hot water loops and chilled water piping. Together, all of these improvements will replace the outdated system with cleaner, more efficient infrastructure designed to serve more than 70 campus buildings, while also accommodating Baylor's emergence as a Research One institution. So it'll be helpful in the long run, but construction is not expected to begin until 2027. Oh my goodness. It will be phased to allow for minimal service disruptions to the university, with commissioning aligned to Baylor's growth timeline. But once operational, the Cordia CPU is expected to be operated and maintained for a 30-year term. Ooh, it's going to be a long time, but we'll see how that goes. We'll see how it turns out. That's just been recently announced. So this past weekend, Magnolia's Celebration hosted its 10th celebration in downtown Waco. Multiple blocks were closed off across Waco for the sake of vendor loading and unloading. There were the shopping tents and just crowd parking management, etc. Magnolia itself was wholly done up in lights. The silos were covered. It was gorgeous. There were fireworks shows. It was just the whole shebang. Everything was put out on there. There were also dozens of local vendors, like I said, lined up in shopping tents just outside the silos, and that was probably one of my favorite things to sit and watch. Although Waco weather was not entirely cooperative for the event. It still turned out wonderful, and the crowds didn't let it rain on their parade. The concert photos looked absolutely phenomenal. The crowd looked so engaged. They looked like they were here for a good time, not a long time. The artists were all in. It was awesome to see such a successful celebration weekend documented all over social media. And also, we talked about Joanna Gaines' new Barbie doll and her townhouse collection, and it debuted for the first time in person at Celebration. The set is exclusively sold at Celebration, it was exclusively sold this weekend, but it's going to be exclusively sold at Magnolia until December when it's like fully released. So this is the only way that you can see it. And I'm pretty sure all of the units sold at Magnolia this weekend. Last Friday was the start of Waco Restaurant Week. Restaurants all over the city are hosting exclusive menu specials, pop-up events, creative dining experiences until November 1st. So you have time. According to Carol Ferguson, who is the director of Waco Restaurant Week, this one is bigger and better than any of the previous ones because over 50 restaurants are participating in the festivities. They actually had to introduce a digital passport to this year's Waco Restaurant Week, and it is a free app that allows you to discover all of the participating restaurants, all of their menu specials, and all of their respective locations. So the event is for more than just good eats, as a portion of all of the proceeds are going towards Keep Waco Beautiful, which is a wonderful nonprofit organization. So we've talked about how the Waco airport is now charging for parking, and there's been a lot of movement with a particular airline that hosts its home in Dallas, Southwest. After adding assigned seating to their system, which I'm not too happy about. The only reason that I chose Southwest was because I could choose wherever the hell I wanted to sit when I got on the plane. Channel 6 has reported that Southwest Airlines is now offering free in-flight Wi-Fi to all customers as long as they're a part of the company's loyalty program. Ooh, the service officially launched on October 24th, and it is a partnership between Southwest and T-Mobile. And with this partnership, Southwest will be the largest U.S. airline to offer free Wi-Fi on every plane. The service is available to all Rapid Rewards members, which is the airline's loyalty program, and it is free to join. So I don't know if there are any like loopholes, if they're trying to get you in and then you have to pay for things, but let me know because it feels a little too good to be true. Speaking of too good to be true, Texas State Technical College and the Challenger Learning Center are hosting their Launch and Learn event today, Wednesday, October 29th from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m., bringing together learning and STEM exploration in a family-friendly environment. This event will be held at the Colonel James T. Connolly Aerospace Center and James B. Connolly Visitor Center on TSTC's Waco campus. The event is open to the public, and it aims to bring together educators and the community for a day of learning with a planetarium experience, a simulated Challenger launch mission, and many more hands-on STEM activities. Lunch is going to be provided, so make sure to check out the details and register to attend today's event. Waco Habitat for Humanity's 22nd Raise the Roof project is building a home for Jonisha Majors, a Waco mother of 5. This project construction began on the exterior of Majors' home this week, and this partnership between Waco Habitat for Humanity, the city of Waco, and local donors strives to build homes at no cost for low-income families in our area. So once the house is constructed, Majors will be able to buy it through a zero interest mortgage. Homeownership that once seemed like a distant dream for Miss Majors is now a reality. She's watching her own home be built before her very own eyes. And John Alexander, who is the executive director of Waco's Habitat for Humanity, says that this program is a huge advantage to lower income families in our area. So this is the 22nd year that the city of Waco and Habitat for Humanity have teamed up for the Raise the Roof project. And the hope is that the project continues to go on for many more years to come. So You may have seen some Texas Department of Transportation crews alongside the road planting wildflowers for this fall. It's in anticipation for our spring blooms. TxDOT shared in a social media post that crews plant thousands of acres every year to help keep our roadsides beautiful and in bloom. So, if you see them out planting, give them some space to work. First of all, you aren't going anywhere in Waco anytime fast. Promise you that. So when you see them, get a lane over, give them some space, and then get back to it, okay? It'll pay off in the end because it'll be beautiful in Texas, but also you're practicing patience. Huh? Let's do that. Wacoans versus road rage. Let's learn how to zipper merge. Oh my goodness. Yeah, Texas may be flat, but those spring blooms, they're gorgeous. It makes up for the lack of like genuine fall, autumn colors, the lack of landscape variation, the lack of trees taller than houses. I love Texas. Don't get me wrong, but it's very different from Tennessee and I'm learning how to love it. But these keep me coming back. The mayor of Bryan, Texas, recently shared that there are talks of bringing Waffle House to cities across the Brazos Valley. Hey, that would be another thing to keep me here. Are you kidding? The mayor explained that Waffle House requires at least 6 locations in the valley before moving forward. So there have been other discussions in the cities surrounding College Station, Bryan. But, guys, there is a Waffle House coming to the old Hillsboro outlet malls. Oh my goodness. I'm excited. Who else is? Me. First of all, it's closer than the current Waffle House, which is like over an hour away. But it's still a little bit of a distance. Anywhere in Tennessee, you probably have a Waffle House within 15 minutes of you, I bet. But we're getting there. We are getting there. I'm so excited. I know so many people here in Texas who have never had the wonderful delight that is Drunk Waffle House. So cannot wait. One of Waco's most beloved attractions is about to get a new towering landmark. The Dr. Pepper Museum announced plans to unveil a 23-foot tall Dr. Pepper Big Bottle in May of 2026 as part of the museum's 35th birthday bash celebration. This massive bottle will stand in the museum's courtyard, joining the historic campus as a permanent fixture and photo-worthy destination for locals and visitors alike. This debut coincides with the museum's 35th anniversary as an independent nonprofit dedicating to preserving Dr. Pepper's history and Waco's role in America's soft drink story. So I'm excited to see this. How big is that bottle really going to be? KWTX posted a story on Primera Iglesia Bautista, which is a church in Waco celebrating their 115th year, marking over a century of faith and community. Every Sunday at 10 a.m., Primera Iglesia Bautista transforms from just a plain brick building into a church home, inviting Waco community to gather not just as a congregation, but as a historic family. The church started as a Sunday school in 1909 and was officially founded in October of 1910 as a Texas Baptist congregation. Now it continues to bridge culture and community as the city's oldest Hispanic organization, offering bilingual services in both Spanish and English. So we had covered a lot of ground so far. We still have a few more things coming, but we are going to take a break and get a word from our sponsors in, so stick around.
At Covers & All, we've revolutionized protective solutions with cutting-edge, customizable covers, tarps, and curtains. We deliver premier protection at affordable prices and express shipping. Visit coversandall.com today for the perfect fit, guaranteed to last.
At Acasis, innovation drives us. With a focus on performance, design, and customer service, we're here to help you work smarter, not harder. Join us on our journey to simplify your world. Visit acasis.com today. That's ACASIS.com today.
Designed to elevate the off-road experience, enabling adventurers to conquer any terrain. For 50 years, you've trusted us on your toughest recoveries, to your most breathtaking destinations, and in countless unforgettable memories.
It's not just a glove, it's a 44 Pro. Crafted with dedication, made for performance, and built to last. Get your custom glove today at 44pro.com and experience the 44 Pro difference. That's 44pro.com, 44 Pro.
experience with the Bosley MD hair regrowth kit was amazing. It was easy to use. It let me take off my hat. I could go in public and have my picture taken and feel normal again.
BosleyMD.com. Is your Mac running slow? Mac Booster 8 is your all-in-one solution to clean up 20 types of junk files. Get your Mac running like new again with Mac Booster 8. Visit macboost.net today.
Experience the perfect blend of exquisite craftsmanship and life-changing technology with Gevi. Every product is built with precision, featuring specialized parts that ensure durability, efficiency, and safety. Upgrade your everyday with Gevi. Visit us at gevi.com to discover more.
Welcome back to Act Locally Live. I'm Elizabeth Riley with Act Locally Waco and Rogue Media Network. We've covered over a dozen topics already this episode, and we are going to get into a little company that began nearly 20 years ago with 4 businessmen and 1 pastor began gathering together over breakfast and lunch to discuss ways that they could make a positive impact on their community. They began studying various models of community development across the country until they came across a model out of Atlanta, Georgia, and they felt that that could be successfully replicated in Waco. Grassroots Waco is days away from taking ownership of city land to build Waco's first pocket neighborhood, known as the Renaissance at Sanger Heights, which will have 25 cottage-style homes on the former Sanger Avenue Elementary School site. 14 of those homes will be affordable housing units, while 11 of those will be sold at market rate. So the foundational focus for Grassroots has always been to bring neighbors back together into a healthy mixed-income community through the promotion and creation of home ownership. The founders chose to begin this work by focusing in on the Brook Oaks and Sanger Heights neighborhoods in North Waco, which at the time had over 200 vacant lots within them and a ownership rate of 38%. The organization began building and remodeling homes in these 2 neighborhoods, offering financial literacy and homebuyer education classes, and just providing a housing counselor who walked with community members through the home buying process because it's long, complicated, and messy. Over time, the organization Grassroots came to understand that cultivating healthy neighborhoods is more than just building attractive and affordable homes. And so for the past 13 years, Grassroots has implemented community organizing efforts to work with the community members in the neighborhoods who are associated with schools, businesses, and churches. And the team at Grassroots aims to bring neighbors together to work towards community-driven change. So nearly 20 years after beginning as an organization, Grassroots has built over 65 new homes and assisted over 335 families in Waco in becoming new homeowners while providing financial literacy education to almost 2,500 individuals, building intentional and authentic relationships with those neighbors. So yet again, Grassroots is doing the hard and important work in the areas that it matters. So if you are interested in volunteering, Grassroots has been supported by over 5,000 people in our community, contributing to over 90,000 hours of service. So you can help Grassroots by serving through local schools as a mentor, repairing homes and roofs through their yearly bounce efforts or youth group efforts, or you can teach one of their financial literacy or home buyer education classes. They have a volunteer release form on their website that you can complete today to get started with the organization that is Grassroots. So if you didn't know, the 2025 November Constitutional Amendment Special Election, the special election for Congressional District 18, and the special election for Senate District 9 are happening here in Waco, November 4th. And any registered voter may vote early in person, and early voting began October 20th, and it ends this week, October 31st. And you can vote at any early voting location in your county of registration. Channel 6 has released a list of everything on the ballots in Waco, Temple, Killeen, and so many more, including the propositions, the city council seats, the school board positions up for election. They've also published every early voting location that you have access to across these areas. So yet again, early voting runs through the end of this week, and they will close the polls ahead of Election Day. So residents are encouraged to take advantage of the shorter lines and flexible hours while all the sites remain open. Be sure to research the propositions being voted on and the officials up for election. Local voting matters. It is where you see and feel the biggest impacts in your community and your day-to-day lives. So go vote. Fox 44 has released some numbers. Oh my goodness. Early voting in Bell County continues to build steady momentum as the residents make their way to the polls. On Saturday, October 25th, my goodness, I'm sorry, officials recorded 882 voter check-ins, bringing the 5-day total to 7,195 early voters. That is roughly 3% of eligible voters so far. So please get on out there, hit the polls. Let's do it. Fox 44 also has put on our calendars the fact that Central Texas's great tradition of the Friends of the Waco-McLennan County Library book sale is coming to us November 13th through the 16th at the Base Extraco Events Center. If you don't know anything about Friends of the Waco-McLennan County Library, they are a nonprofit that raises funds for supplementary projects for the Waco-McLennan County Library system. This event, oh my goodness, I love this event. It has thousands of books, movies, puzzles, just so much more, okay? And they are all priced so cheap. And your wallet leaves very happy, your heart leaves happy, your soul leaves happy. You can add as many books as possible to your TBR, your to be read list, with no guilt. There are thousands of treasures waited to be discovered. It's perfect for holiday shopping, filling classroom libraries, or just your personal collections. But every purchase supports the Waco-McLennan County Library. So go grab your tote bags, bring your bookish friends, and turn the page into some fun. The sales schedule and daily deals are available on the City of Waco's website, but I'm going to run you through those now. So Thursday, November 13th is first pick day. There is a $10 entrance fee from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m., but then it's free from 5 to 8 p.m. Deals, listen up. Hardcover books, $3. Softcover books, DVDs, CDs, and audiobooks, $2. Vinyl records and puzzles, $5. Children's hardcovers, $2. Children's paperbacks, $1. Small children's paperbacks, 4 books for $1. Are you joking? No, they're not. Friday, November 14th is More to Explore Day. Free admission all day. You can just show up and get to shopping. And guess what? It's the same deals. Hardcovers are $3. Softcovers, DVDs, CDs, audiobooks, $2. Vinyls, $5. And you can get children's books for $4 for $1. This is insane. Insane numbers. Saturday, bargain day. Free admission all day. Hardcover books, $2. Softcover books, DVDs, CDs, and audiobooks drop to $1. Vinyl records and puzzles drop to $4. Children's hardcovers, $1. Paperbacks, $1. And small children's paperback books become $10 for $1. You are stealing from the Waco-McLennan County Library, and they're letting it happen. Finally, Sunday is November 16th, the bag sale blowout. Free admission all day. They are open from noon to 6 p.m. $1 per provided grocery bag, $5 to bring your own bag, and you fill it up and walk out. What? Board games and other items are still going to be priced, marked, but all unmarked items, if you see anything just laying around, $3, grab it. Just shove it in your bag and go. What in the world? If you want free books or if you are interested in volunteering this event, you can help before, during, or after the book sale. Wednesday volunteers receive 1 free paper bag of books for every 4 hours that they volunteer. And volunteers, all volunteers who work at least 4 hours when the sale is open will receive a free tote bag. So Please do not miss out on this huge event. Starting tomorrow and running through November 23rd, Waco Civic Theater is inviting you to step into Arendelle with a full Broadway production of Disney's Frozen. This spectacular stage adaptation of the beloved film combines breathtaking visuals, soaring melodies, and unforgettable theater magic. So come join Elsa and Anna on their epic journey featuring some dazzling new songs alongside your favorite classics like Do You Want to Build a Snowman and Let It Go. So with all of these stunning effects, gorgeous costumes, and heartwarming storytelling, this is Frozen like you've never seen it before. So get tickets with Waco Civic Theater online today. It is a great way to support them as they continue to undergo some major expansions to accommodate larger audience, provide enhanced facilities for their performers, and address some accessibility needs in the theater. According to Channel 6, the theater's $200,000 renovation will be adding larger bathrooms and dressing rooms to address said accessibility needs while expanding the gift shop and creating a standalone box office. So future plans for Waco Civic Theater, including adding classrooms to the building, though this depends on donations and grant funding. But the new lobby and bathrooms are expected to be finished as early as 2026. So if you don't know, this weekend is Hallow weekend. It is also homecoming weekend. Have fun, stay safe. Zimmerman Law Firm has you covered. If you don't know, I'm telling you now. They are offering free Uber, Lyft, and cab rides to ensure your safety this Hallow weekend. They are proud to present their free holiday ride-sharing cab ride program. So if you decide to go out and drink over the holidays, you can make the responsible choice. You can take an Uber, Lyft, or cab ride home, and Zimmerman Law Firm will reimburse you for that ride home. They are working to make our community safer and help those get home safely, and I am so happy to hear it. Do not drunk drive, please. It's not the flex that you think it is. Anyways, today has been Wednesday, October 29th. We have covered some Waco stories that have happened this past weekend and this week. We got a little look ahead into what's coming at us over the Hallow weekend. We got into some nonprofit organizations such as Grassroots and Waco's Habitat for Humanity. But if there's anything else that you would like to hear or like to see or read up on, be sure to follow us everywhere. Instagram, Facebook, Substack, TikTok. We have all of the sites coming at you, all of the words at Act Locally Waco. We also have a website, actlocallywaco.org, where we have a blog, probably a bit more informative, coherent, concise than this early morning rambling. But you read it, double check, let me know. Be sure to subscribe here and turn on the notifications before you do. If you are curious, we have a weekly newsletter called The Whole Enchilada that comes out and sends you a list of events happening around us, as well as some more commentary from yours truly. If you haven't had enough of me this morning, which hard to believe, you can find me over at the Zach Owen Show, live from the backyard, bar, stage, and grill, where I bring you some more Music City, Nashville news. I'm also on the Ann Harder Show with some more Waco segments. So, yet again, subscribe. Be sure to follow us everywhere you can find us. This has been Wednesday morning with Act Locally Live. I'm Elizabeth Riley, and I will see you all so soon. Have a good one.